We know that he is a known gang associate. We know that he had violent offenses.
Fort Lauderdale, right behind me here, there was a officer involved shooting with a man that was wanted by not just the deputy sheriff's office, but also by several other divisions of law enforcement, according to the Broward Sheriff's Deputy Gregory Tony.
Assistant of our Strategic Investigations Division, our SWAT team, was pursuing to take down a violent felon.
He says that this man that evaded from police opened fire, had a gun on him, and you can also see from the scene right behind me that's all taped off on Broward Boulevard, where Northwest 27 Terraces is, where the Rental Wheels and the Wawa extends. This area has now turned into an active crime scene, so they can piece together exactly what led up to this firing. They say that this man had a violent criminal history and was wanted for guns, drugs, and gang violence. Upon attempting to apprehend him, somewhere around in front of the marshals in that parking lot, the man took off in what appears to be an Infiniti sedan. Later, they say that he crashed his vehicle against others. No one was harmed, but he later crashed into the front of the Broward Sheriff's headquarters.
Unfortunately, that individual had elected to not comply. Was in his vehicle, rammed into different cars throughout the parking lot, creating all type of hazards and harms to this community, end up crashing just right outside these doors here.
You can see a vehicle with front end damage to the passenger side. Later, that man wanted escaped from his vehicle and ran somewhere westbound on Broward Boulevard. Here you can see bloody clothing and a handgun on the road, where later detectives are loading that gun and clothes into a white box for evidence. Crime scene working this and analyzing further for details on what exactly transpired. That suspect, wanted fugitive, later dies when he was transported to the hospital for his gunshot wounds.
He drew a firearm, at which time our deputies fired on the individual. He was struck, and from my understanding, he is deceased. With that being said, I want to make sure you guys understand at this point in time, we're not releasing the name of the individual involved for sake of making sure we notify his family members and that they get the proper notification aspect.
And it's under investigation. And as soon as I receive more details on behalf of what transpired to this scene, I will have those details. For now, stay tuned, and I will have an update to that shooting / the story right behind me.
You know, just running down the street and being armed, that he didn't create a great shootout where innocent civilians were being harmed. So again, I'm going to pay much compliment to my men and women out there today, because looking at the video, I don't think there's anything else we could have done better on this type of thing.
Went down, and something definitely did go down.